Used to think I was someone special till you knew my name. Open the doors to invade my castle. Don't you feel it strange? I'm going out on a limb where the clouds start to thin. Wearing my heart like a stupid grin. Out on a limb, out on a limb, out on
alive. Don't let go of the bright blue sky, because the future's looking far too light. Are you ready for a long dive ship to set sail and carry me through the starry night? Dream of me whenever you are feeling oh so lonely. Try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the docks of moonlit worlds that make a light. Keep your eyes on mine. Touchdown on the surface of my heart. The feeling's ever gone. A brave adventurer like me remembers everywhere that I've come from. Keep your feet to the vacuum sky, cause it's surrounding us out here. Follow the trail of the stardust of the ones that came before us, and we'll see what we've always been. Dream of me whenever you are feeling oh so lonely. Try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the docks of moonlit worlds that make a light. Keep your eyes on mine. it'll be alright. All those years we used to know. All those dreams won't go. I won't let it go. I'm taking control. I want you to know. You're already home.
So you bet your ZF? Yeah. And if they win, you will get 5 back. How do you know that they will win? Why? Why are you so confident? CSEsport.com. They've got all the info you need to make a successful bet. Cool trading system, information about all the teams, wins, loses, schedule of upcoming and past matches. Just get on the site and you will see it. Whoa, CSEsport.com? Yeah, CSEsport.com. Enlarge your stuff.
So hello and welcome to today's broadcast of the WCA APAC Qualifier here on UCC. My name is Phelan and I'm still joined again by Unknown. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's early morning still here, so a bit tired. But we've got an exciting match here, Mongols versus B.O.O.T. You got any feelings about this match? Who's going to win? Who's going to...
Have I got any feelings?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I think that, whilst Mongols is the better team, I think that the ping might make them suffer a little bit, although they did manage to beat other teams with that ping yesterday. Although I would also trust B.O.O.T to take it. I mean... Oh, sorry, B.O.O.T. It's B.O.O.T, right? B.O.O.T Dreamscapes over there, yeah.
B.O.O.T.
I always want to say Boots.
Can't blame you, to be honest. It's weird to say, yeah, you got one boot there. You usually just say it with two. But their name is B.O.O.T, not Boot. Sorry, feeling.
Yeah, sorry.
Now it is.
They were called, what, Dreamscape before?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why the DS is still in there, I guess.
Yeah. So I believe B.O.O.T did win the knife round, so they're going to start on the CT side. It is a more favoured side on this.
Look at the difference in ping, though.
Like 5 and then 90. That's
kind of sad, to be honest. But
yeah, looks like the servers are located in Indonesia, or at least somewhere close to them.
Yeah, that would make sense. Anyways, though, we're getting in the pistol round, and we'll see what both teams can do. Mongols starting on that T side, and B.O.O.T on the CT side. Take it away, Unknown.
Thank you. We got full Kevlar here coming in from Mongols. They're just trusting on their aim. That's a bit of an interesting choice, because if B.O.O.T hold their distance, they're going to have a big advantage over these Glocks with those USPs and the single P2000. It's actually going to be only one player on A site so far. You got impression over by Short, going back and forth, and Mongols just waiting for the right time to just explode onto that A bomb site, and it's going to happen now. And Key spotting one player out over by Truck, but the bomb is going to go down completely uncontested. Almost Enki landing a headshot with the Glock long range, doesn't get the kill, but Machine finding Tommy, and now Enki with a second one takes Smashki out. Impression going to try his luck. Isn't going to work out that well. Taken down to 50 HP. He's the man with the defuse kit as well and the smoke. So if he goes down, it's going to look grim for them. Only one player left. Bankai finds one. Gets quickly taken down afterwards by Machine. And Mongols, they win the first pistol round. I was about to say gun round.
I mean, they are going straight to rifles, which kind of surprises me. But I mean, great round by them. Great execution onto that A site. Nice to hold off, but also bring that one player in the form of Machine Gun into that mid area, and will cut off any rotation right at the get-go. And with that, B.O.O.T, interesting decision to hold back that far. And, it did bite them in the end, but Enki also picks up the first frag of the round. And it's not looking all too bad for the Mongols.
I also noticed something. Usually you'd see, the meta now just says you should buy up pistols and Kevlar, but B.O.O.T, they've gone for some upgraded pistols, but no Kevlar, and I feel like Mongols bought these rifles for expecting these Kevlar opponents.
It actually surprised me, because we rarely see teams that actually, first of all, don't go for the armor on that CT side, but then also teams on the T side to go straight for the rifles. Not a thing that we see too much, but I mean, it will probably work out for them. Machine Gun already picking up one frag. Look that the A side should be open more or less, but Tommy's still towards door there.
He picked up the AK, so he's dangerous. Machine struggling a little, getting the kill onto Benkai. He's got a deagle, so one more shot and he's dead, but Machine takes him out. He's going to look for more. Moxie running away on the P250, going to help his teammate Tommy stay alive with that AK. And the round is in the hands of Mongols. They've already secured it, but they don't want to let Tommy save that AK into the next round.
Yeah, I mean, they've had it from the get-go in my eyes, but yeah, let's see if actually Tommy can get that rifle through. It'd be great for them. Although it won't give them too much of an edge up against their opponents because the rest can't really buy. They could force around it. It's not going to give them, well, too good of a next round, to be honest.
They lose another player over by Mongols, but they also, I believe it was Moxie who died there. So 1-for-1 trade there at the end. It hurt Mongols more than it did hurt B.O.O.T because he only had a USP and they lost another AK. That's another 4.7k invested into this round. Another Mongolian team, they're just going to spread through these players in mid. Actually, what? Tommy and Moxie both getting 1 kill each. And suddenly made this onto a 3-on-3.
And actually, this round still seems possible now. They know that it's going towards A. And if Tommy can still land a spray or two, it might still work out for him.
But down to 16 HP. It's going to be hard for him. That Molotov's going to force him even further back. The smokes, they're still up. Still time for Mongols players to relocate and find different positions. Nice flash to once again stop this retake coming in. Okay, still going to go for it. Goes down to Kidnap, finding 2 frags. Now it's only Moxie left. He's picked up an AK from one of the dead guys that died for Mongols. And he's going to be able to save that into the next round because Mongols aren't even going to go chase him.
I mean, that is the better decision for Mongols, though, to be honest. For B.O.O.T, they didn't have too much to lose in that round, and they did pick up, what, 3 frags in the end? Or was it 2?
I believe it was 2.
It was 2,
two
yeah.
frags in the end, yeah. Yeah, it was, once again, it's still not a bad round for B.O.O.T. They did lose that one AK, and then they picked another AK straight up. So, not really too big of a difference. But first full buy coming in here, both teams with the AWP. Machine, he does have Kevlar though, so Splashkey with the glass cannon, he's got to land these first shots, or else the aim punch will just be too bad. A lot of pressure put over on mid. You got a player boosted up in vents, a guy by highway, and a guy by Z or Z, depending where you're from in the world.
Zed.
Z.
Yeah.
We got a British way, man.
Yeah, of course. It's not Z.
Talk about this. Z.
Well, that Molotov though by Enki. At least Benkai got out of it in the end. He still had that smoke. Oh.
But no, he's in that now. Hot flash in. Benke gets completely blinded by it, but not in the open, so nothing really happens.
Mongols are going to rotate over to the A site. However, B.O.O.T, they're not completely off it yet. They still have Tommy in mid, which if Machine Gun faces around, then he might, well, be spotted as well.
And Enki trying.
Could work out.
Gets 1 frag. It's a question if he can get much more. He spots the bomb. Gets smoked out now. Completely flashed as well. Caught in the open. If anyone peeks him, Kidnap. Goes down to Tommy. Splashkey again with the AWP. Finds another frag. Now it's only Machine. 2 seconds left. He's falling away. He doesn't want to lose his AWP. And late execute from Mongols ends up biting them in the arse in the end.
I think that's still a good word to say. It's still a family show here. Banter, banter, banter.
I mean, I could have said biting them in the booty in the end, but I think...
Yeah, that would have been cool. But, yet again, you messed that one up now. You can't use that one again.
God damn. Never again in my life. Such a shame. But Mongols, they still got enough money to buy up here. UMP onto Enki is the only weaponry that isn't a rifle. Tommy taking down to 27 HP. I believe that was Machine through the wall with the AWP. So just some damage traded back and forth. Nothing too serious from either team. So Silk dropping down to 16 HP. He's been quiet this game so far. Not a single frag from him yet. The same could be said for impressions, though. And King forcing him to play out with that Molotov. Impression now set up perfect. You get a frag and Splash as well. Getting in King. The bait and switch worked out wonders in mid. Moxie also pushing up forward. Really putting this aggression on towards those two players. Impression finding his second frag onto Zilk. Going for the third, and he gets it. Now it's only Kidnap left. He has a bomb. He's got 25 seconds and has some utility to play with. But he's up against 5 players. There's not much he can do. You can already just see he's just walking back, hoping that nobody's going to come from the multiple angles he's open from.
Yeah, I mean, a difficult situation for Mongols at the moment because, well, their classic slow style that they've shown yesterday as well isn't really working out because they're set up perfectly to counter that. And I mean, Kidnapped, he just needs to stay alive now. Might get spotted out, but no. Well, that's the good thing that we're playing on Face It here. The time after rounds is very, very short. On matchmaking, he would have been dead.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how you just have the difference between like pug matches, like from Face It, and then matchmaking that has some completely different rule sets as well. Now, Mongols, bit tight on money, gonna force up around this one AK that they've got. Gonna be a smoke execute onto a site. Only impression there with an AK, has a Molotov to stop it. Also, they're smoked out. They're just going to flash themselves through the smoke. Trying to get on their site. Tommy running through the smoke, getting one frag. And Impression getting a second one. Bomb hasn't crossed yet. Tommy almost finding Silk as well through it. Finally, King with the bomb is going to put it down on the bomb site. And this Mongols, they're probably more than happy with this round. They weren't expecting too much from it. And King peeking out, almost taken out. Down to 2 HP machine, finding a frag though, onto Impressions. Getting one. Not going to get the second because Silk is going to take him down. But Tommy finding the last frag, and the fuse should come in. Expensive round coming in from B.O.O.T. Losing 2 players and letting the bomb go down. Mongols are going to be more than satisfied with this.
Interesting play by Mongols. It worked out for them. They at least got the bomb plant. It was still an expensive round to get the bomb down, to be honest. Yet, still, nice execution. In the end, they got the bomb down. They got their objective done. And they're going to be back towards pistols to then buy up in the following round.
And they've got these deagles as well. That might be dangerous. Dash keep peeking out, getting one frag, but instantly traded by Silk. And that's the AWP gun now from B.O.O.T. Interesting if they can work around it.
So looking into the middle, very, very close to hit that shot actually. However, not lucky just yet.
Tommy though, getting those 2 frags.
That's the thing though, they've always had, well, at least at the start of the round, 2, if not even 3 players towards mid on the side of B.O.O.T. And it has worked out for them. Because Mongols, they are playing that style that mainly focuses on that mid control to then go off of that. Go towards A, go towards B, whatever. Split somewhere. But they're not really the team that just executes normally. I think in a rifle round, they might as well try one of those full smoke executes onto the A site. Or fake one of those and then go B fast. But we'll see what they can do. Still Moxie here on B though. Nice
that
spray.
Angle.
Yeah.
That was a cheeky angle, to be honest. I don't know if you spotted it. You could just barely see Silk as he walked into him.
Oh, I was actually on him.
Oh, you're on him. Oh, that's great. B.O.O.T. taking the lead now. 4-3. But Mongols, they are back onto it. 4 by here. AWP onto Zilk. Full AKs and full utility from the players. It's interesting what Mongols are going to do because they've been struggling since rifles have come into play. they haven't quite known where to go, and they looked so good at the start. Of course, they had an advantage for Splashkey. Aggressive up by Squeaky, finding Machine, falls back instantly, and still stays alive. Very well done from him. Removing a dangerous player from Mongols, who's currently top fragging for them with 7 kills.
I mean, NCL here in that middle garage, trying to spot a player close. He, well, is expecting someone there since they've been playing one close every single round. Alright, I think that if Kidnap can get over here without getting spotted straight away, then he might have an impact. However, Moxie already in that vent, finding one frag. Tommy, nicely done there in the middle. Still kind of works out for them. It's down to a 2v3 situation. B.O.O.T now, well, I'd almost say in a little bit of a pickle situation, because, well, Benkai is stuck back there, but how does he still find that kill?
I don't know. He shouldn't have got the kill. He does burn up in the end, but Zilk is now alone in a 1-on-2. And this is a big task. I mean, he might actually be able to get it, because it looks like they're going for 2 1-on-1s. And Zilk has an AWP, looking the wrong way at the moment. Impression is up above him. Did he not? I don't think he spotted one of the players. Gets one frag onto Impression. Did he see Splashkey? Splashkey definitely knows where he is. He gets a jump shot. Zilk trying to get the information play, and it ends up punishing him.
Yeah, I mean, Splash, he is a great AWPer. We've seen it before, and he's showing it here as well. I mean, he is one of the best fraggers on his team at the moment. Not only while playing that standard defensive style of AWPing, but also then going aggressive towards door, as we saw a couple of rounds ago. And it works out for them. And in the end, I don't think that jumping in that back corner is the best idea at all, especially not if you're playing against an AWPer like Splash C.
I swear he saw him, like, the corner of him as he peeked out once, so.
Probably not, because he's probably playing 4x3.
True, it could be 4x3. That's always a shame.
Yeah, exactly.
that happens. But nonetheless, nice shot from Splash to land as well. But the execute onto A side. He's gonna come in and find the first frag. Enki as well with a kill. Tommy the only one to respond so far. Almost getting Machine as well. Gone down, and Tommy also goes down to Kidnapped. This retake is looking near impossible. They do have utility. They have 2 Molotovs, smoke, and some flashes. Machine flashing himself through a smoke. Actually lands perfectly onto Benkai, but he's hiding, and Benkai gets a frag. Molotov should be heading over towards Enki, but doesn't even matter because they find the final 2 frags. The Mongols, after a bit of struggle, after losing 5 rounds in a row, they finally get a round on the board.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for B.O.O.T now, starting to struggle with the money, although they can actually drop another weapon. If Mongols can win this round as well, then they'll have a decent chance to bankrupting the guys of B.O.O.T and getting some more rounds on the board themselves. However, yeah, that vent play coming in every single round, and yeah, hasn't really paid off for them too much. I mean, they've gotten 1 or 2 kills, but never really too much impact, even towards mid.
They've been struggling there. No, but with that 5 rounds in a row just gave them so much money, so much like economy to work with, and they still have a full buy. Tommy's only player with money actually left over, really 2.8k, so he'll be able to drop a player or 2 if they lose some members this round. The rounds have actually been surprisingly close. 2 of them have been because of defuses. So, even though you'd think B.O.O.T would have a strong economy, it is not the greatest after this fight. Splashkey though finding the first frag onto N-King. Moxie, a bit slow on the reactions there, does get the frag onto Kidnapped, making it a 3-on-5 for Mongols. And this is looking scary for them because they're going to get money reset now. Looking the completely wrong way. Tommy and NK getting 1 frag. Machine only one to respond so far. He's also got the bomb. He's got to step up big here if they're going to hope for a 2v4 clutch. Hang around that smoke. Machine spots another player out, makes it 2-on-3. He's going to see Splashkey there because he's by highway. 8 seconds left, and the bomb does go down. The retake is going to come in. The afterpart positions aren't the greatest. Oh, Machine, if he's going to land headshots like that, he's going to make it easy for him. Back onto a 2-1-2. Machine, a small man so far, has just brought this out for his teammates. Getting another frag is Enki, but Benke finally finding the kill. Enki getting the final, and somehow Enki and Machine do the 2-1-4 clutch and give the Mongols another round on the board.
Mongols, how do you do it? They did it before yesterday, and they're doing it now again. It's again one of those rounds that B.O.O.T should never ever lose, but then they face, well, all those players one by one by one. And I mean, they take advantage of it. Machine Gun and Enki get all those frags, and now it actually surprised me that they're trying to get something, well, faster done over towards that B site. But we'll see how it turns out for them, to be honest. Flash in.
That was great. Enki finding two, actually, not two, but Zink. And Enki finding frags. Enki already ready from behind. Tommy goes down. Impression and Splashki are the only ones left. Enki, he's going to go for more. He wants more. He gets another frag onto Impression, and Splashki, final man to remain, also goes down. And now Mongols back in the lead. This is going really back and forth. I mean, this is a close match so far.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, Mongols, I love their style, to be honest. Like, they're not a team that just plays their, well, standard execution every single round. They have some different plays, especially here on Cash. And I mean, they're showing it every single time, playing that dynamic style. Tommy abusing that smoke, but, well, gets found out right away. Kidnap drops him. Oh, the trade frac comes in as well. It's down to a 4v2 again, so again, difficult for Mongols here.
Very difficult. They just haven't been able to find the entry frags this round. And whenever they have, they've just been a person to trade them straight away. Oh, Enki finding Impression. Might make it a bit easier. Splashki gonna go aggressive. He's gonna spot it. Yep, he's gonna spot Enki and takes him down. That's also the bomb. Down, and Enki alone has plenty of time, but no help to play with, and Splashki can also find him. 6-6. These teams are really just neck and neck.
Yeah, thing is though, these back and forth games, they are better for the T sides, and we're seeing that at the moment. B.O.O.T, they can buy once more, but they did kind of struggle with that, juggling around with the rifles. And Mongols, well, they had enough cash to work with from the get-go. So let's see what else they could do with the round, to be honest. It'd be great for them, well, to take it straight back and not give B.O.O.T the advantage again to take control. But we'll see what will happen.
And well, I think no matter what happens, B.O.O.T, they're going to have to win at least 2 rounds more before they're going to be happy with this half. It is a fairly close map, like considering like win percentage on each side. It's still around close to 50-50. I believe it's still slightly CT-sided. That's what it requires. Enki finding one frag actually. Moxie peeking back out into his spray. Enki still waiting for another play. Not going to get the frag. Benkai avenges his teammate. Now Tommy's going to go aggressive. He's been spotted out by Enking. Gets a dink onto Enking, but not the kill. They've actually got control over A site, though the bomb is still so far back. You can already see that's going to cost them now, actually, because Machine goes actually finds a kill. Impression, though, finds 2, and now the remaining 2 players are so incredibly low. And King, you have to get yourself over to that side. You've got 10 HP, you can't take this fight. He's going to peek out once again. He's just not giving up on getting this one frag. Machine now as well, jumps up, gets a frag. That's a 1-on-1, both of them are 1 shot away. Whoever gets the first shot wins it, and it's going to be Impression with a 4K this round. 7-6. What can you tell me? What was Enking's like?
I don't know. To be honest, I wouldn't have hesitated either. I would have jumped out immediately, or I mean, he did have 30 seconds to play with. Go back, go over towards Squeaky, and get the situation there. And then you have the bomb onto the site. And don't have to deal with the player car.
It was... I'm so confused by keep challenging 2 players when you've got 10 HP. Oh, it was an interesting choice, and then might actually have ended up costing them in the end. Machine tried his best getting the one frag, just wasn't quick enough to get the second one onto Impression. Now they're onto pistols. Moxie all the way from Checkers finding a frag, and King trying to see if he can find a headshot with that Deagle, struggling a bit. Gets it through the wall. What the? And King. You struggle when you can see him, but when you can't see him, you get it straight away. It's gonna Molotov. Squeaky making sure that nobody's gonna beat him out from 2 different angles. Setting himself up in NBK, getting one frag, getting a second, gets a third as well. Takes the USP out. Trying to wallbang through, but it's gonna be N-King finding 2, picking up the M4. Doesn't matter because Moxie is there with the AWP. And Boot, they've got 8 rounds on the board now.
I mean, there for Splashski, everyone just lined up there straight up. Great positioning in the end. Great patience also to find all those shots. And I mean, Boot, I think that they did waste some UMPs there, but I mean, they all bought up and they have some utility to work with at least.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Mongols in a similar situation at the moment, to be honest. They also don't have all the money in the world. And also still limited on utility.
You got to give Mongols a slight edge, even though Moxie has the AWP. The fact that they've got 5 AKs and they've got a FAMAS onto Tommy, that's gonna hurt them. It's not the best rifle in the game. But Mongols taking their time. Looks like they're going to send Enki once again over towards B side, see if he can sell some sort of fake. He's done that once before in this game, and it actually worked out perfectly. And the rotation looks like isn't going to come in. They're not going to fall for it because the nades over mid are going to come in. Kidnapped, almost has a frag. Isn't going to get. He does get it. Tommy trying to hide just at the edge of the corner. Benko finding Enki over on B site. What looked like was going to be an A push is now looking more like a B play.
I mean, they're getting their players into a position where they could also push up highway if they want to. Big factor at the moment is Splashski, who pushed up towards Squeaky. If he stays in that door and doesn't walk out just yet, he could be a big factor here. Question is, will they check it? Or can he actually benefit from it?
Benga gets punished for being there so late, though. 8 seconds left. Not a lot of time. Pressure time through the box, and he gets it as well. There's no time for Mongols. They've lost the round. And it's going to be a 9-6.
Oh my god. I don't understand. Why don't you go for the safe plant?
You've got so little time left. You don't have the health to go for a plant where you can get shot through the box.
Impression. Well, he saves the round there for his team. Why do you try to plant there? Oh, Mongols now on that CT side, they have to win pistol to get straight back into it. Then they're back to a 9-9 situation, which they can definitely work with. If they fall now and Boots go up to 12 rounds, still possible for Mongols, but definitely a little bit more difficult. We're already showing some aggression towards that CT side already. Well, pushed into a main just a tad to gather some information there. However, well, main push looks like it's coming through Squeaky.
Smoke to negate N-King. He's trying to see if he can find anything through the smoke. Not going to happen. Tommy's going to find Enki though. In the meanwhile, interesting choice from Tommy to run through the smoke over towards Machine. I think he heard a player behind him. He's got a feeling someone's there, and he's not wrong. Moxie is actually down mid. The retake is going to come in here. Benkai has made himself known. He's got whole players
trapped in that corner.
Yeah, there's not much you can do. You need to learn some headshots if you want to get away from it. Gets actually one. Actually, was Splashki helping his teammate out. Now it's a 2-1-2. Last 2 players are over by Quad. Machine looking the wrong way. Gets one.
He still hasn't realised.
He really is hurting them because once again he goes down to Impression. And the Boots, they're setting themselves up really great.
Oh my.
That was... Don't just take a moment how he saw him, but his resolution might have punished him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen it time and time again, and, well, that is a reason for players to play, say, 16-10 or 16-9. If you still want to have that effect of having a more focused field of view, there's other ways to do that, to be honest. But still, at the moment, looking good for B.O.O.T. And they're holding back now, waiting for those CTs to push. I doubt that Mongols will be too aggressive, apart from maybe machine gun over towards A.
Well, you say that, and it looks like Enki's going to try his luck as well with it.
I was about to say, please, Enki, don't push up as well.
Doesn't even matter. It goes down to Tommy anyway, and this looks like it's just going to be a clean-up round from B.O.O.T. They've got control of Ray site. One's going to go down, and Benko is also going to find the final frag onto Kidnapped, and now 11-6. Should be looking at another Eco round, maybe some Kevlar, and maybe an upgrade pistol here and there for Mongols, but not too much.
Thing is, though, with these AP teams, what kind of always surprises me is that a lot of those teams actually they don't buy up that force in the second round after a half or at the start of a game, but then just try to go for money early on and then go for P250s in that third, 18th, and try to get some more frags. However, while it works out for Machine, it won't work out for the rest of his teammates.
And even then, it's not going to work out great. One frag isn't going to mean too much for B.O.O.T. this round, especially with just a UMP they lost. Smashkey, final two, make it a 12-6, and now Mongols, you're in a tough spot. You got to win this gun round, or else you might be looking at a match point from B.O.O.T. very, very soon.
I mean, instead of forcing pistols 2 rounds in a row, just force pistols and armor 1 round, and then actually have a viable chance to work with. But in my eyes, it's throwing away rounds.
Those nades don't do much damage, but that was a lot. If they just had one player around Forklift, he would have been dead straight away. Oh, boost up to Shroud. Real question here, is B.O.O.T. going to check it? Very common spot, but so many teams just ignore it because I don't know why, just because they can.
Well, big thing at the moment is if Machine Gun makes his position known as well, then they might not even consider a player being up there.
That's very true. Also, they got 3 players there. Tommy taking down to 34 and completing himself known. Molotov down onto front of A main. Tommy down to 9 HP, but still going to get frags. That was an interesting place at A main, but now finds being taken down by Enking. He's got a big job to do here. Finds 2, but it's not going to be enough impression. Straight up with 2 of his own, and now it's only Zilk alone with an AWP. I mean, he's just going to save it.
Yeah, definitely the better choice there. But did you see that smoke coming in from Squeaky? Which basically bloomed in Squeaky, but then went through the wall onto NPK. So if there would have been a player right in the corner, he wouldn't have seen anything.
Kind of a shame. We still got like, did it land inside Squeaky?
Yeah.
And the smoke went through the wall.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a shame that that's still a part of the game.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it works out for them, and I mean, no one was in that position, but if someone would have been in that position, he would have either been forced to stay in there and have the chance to die, or peek out, and then they would have had their scopes trained on him right away. Interesting idea. I've never seen that before, to be honest.
If it works, I mean, you can't really hate them too much for using it. We're not going to go all big hate mode as Reddit did a couple of days by the major. But I mean, you wish stuff like that wasn't in CS. You'd wish it worked as it should. 13-6 Mongols forcing up behind AWP. Actually, they're not forced. They have money to buy Kevlar, so
Nades.
yeah, that AWP is gone. And I feel like they're really betting on that getting a frag. Though Machine tries as well. Not gonna succeed. Moxie just so quick with that AK. Finding 2 frags over on B side. The Mongols, they're still not going to rotate. They're still going to wait for this A side. And actually, perfect time from Enki. Finding one Enki as well. Timing under the frag. And now Tommy refrags. Kidnapped. The Eagle struggling a bit. Does get the frag. making it a 2-on-2. Now suddenly this is looking very dangerous for B.O.O.T. Enki's there somewhere. He's just playing around, giving his teammates some more time, but impression so quick. Kills kidnapped. And 14-6. Mongols gonna have a bye here, but it's looking scary. I'll admit.
I think that if they would have been on LAN, Mongols should have had it. But I mean, yet again, it hasn't just all been down to the ping, I think, because B.O.O.T, they did a great work on that CT side. I'm sorry. to anti-strat the Mongols guys.
I don't know what to say. I mean, especially here, final round, that was perfectly set up for, I believe it was Kidnapped to get 2 frags, but impression was so quick. Benkai finding a frag over a main, and look what Kidnapped is. He's so aggressive. If his teammates can hold B.O.O.T back for long enough, this backstab could work perfectly. Gonna spot the bomb anytime soon. His team just got impression. Now he's made himself known, and they also know he's gonna be there. He spots 2 players, smokes himself off. That's gonna give bomb away over back to B.O.O.T, and he needs to be wary now. That gap is being watched by Splashkey, and just at the edge of the smoke, Kidnap spots one of the players. This is such an awkward situation for both B.O.O.T and Mongols. And King failing a jump, he's gonna cost him his life. Tommy finds him mid jump. Gonna push onto Ace is gonna happen, but Machine and Zilt both finding a frag each. Benkai alone versus 3 up on forklift. As has been spotted out just yet. Actually gets second out by Kidnap through the smoke.
I mean, he jumped up a second too late to spot Machine, and then he jumped down a second too early, because then a second later Kidnap came around.
I don't know what to say.
I'm unlucky with that, but I mean, 14-7 still looking very, very good for B.O.O.T, and they still have enough money. And if they win this round now, then Mongols is reset, and B.O.O.T will be well on their way to win this match.
Yeah. They will. Tommy, defensively, over in Squeaky. Takes 1 frag, expecting to see a second one. And King is actually there. Fires around the corner, a bit too tight of an angle, and gets traded. Benkai already on a site, gets a frag, Kidnapped as well. This is just going back and forth at the moment, but only 1 player on a site. He's gotten himself over towards quad. And suddenly we're once again in a stalemate between the 2 teams.
To be honest, at the moment it surprised me that the Mongols guys are still, well, all the way split up playing 1-1-1 instead of just, well, all or mostly focusing towards one of the 2 sites. We're going to, well, see that coming in now. Machine gun repositioning to go up towards Heaven on B. And it looks like that may be the right decision, although, yeah. Zilk spots them out, I think, there.
Yeah, must have happened through a flash as well. Machine holding from behind. Though, you can see Silk, he's set up perfectly in case he spots any players. Machine will be able to turn around, and he does exactly that. Finding 1 frag, Silk also getting impression now. Moxie, 17 seconds left, has the bomb, but he's up against 3 players. Silk making so much sound on that bomb side. Wondering where Moxie isn't looking behind him. No time left, actually. Moxie had gone down no matter what. Zilk finding the final frag of the round, and now 14-8 Mongols slowly but surely crawling their way back into this match, hoping to keep B.O.O.T off that 15 round and match point.
I think it's going to be very difficult to pick up another 6 rounds. I mean, yeah, okay, they got 2 now, but B.O.O.T, well, they're going to go towards pistols if they play a fast round here and completely overrun. And, well, Enking can't get the frag right away. It might work out in their favor, however. Enking still keeps alive, and with that smoke, he can actually have something to play with.
Enking does 3 smoke as well, getting a frag. As Enking through the... I mean, what is going on here? We're not really seeing the frags, we're just seeing them get burnt up, and killed through fire and smoke.
That is always something that's so difficult with those smokes being down. If someone goes crazy and just throws a flash in and goes full on Stewie mode, underhands flash, just run into the smoke, whatever, then it can completely mess up a round like that. It works out for Boot. Oh, sorry, for Mongols there. And Boot now back to the rifles, can still work with something, and they still have a good buffer to work with, to be honest.
Yeah. Mongols. No. Looked like they were going for a very defensive setup. Have two players over towards B, and it's going to be a B executed. Looks like real quick as well. Flash is coming in, and only two players on that B site. Everything is being smoked off. Otherwise, Machine waiting to see if he can find a flanker. Still, perfect flash finds one, but Bank Club retrades. Kidnapped as well with a kill. But now, bomb site is in control of Boot. The bomb should be going down any second now. It's going to be a 2v3 retake in this bomb site. Like B bomb site, the trait points are so tight, especially if you're coming from the same point CT spawn. You're going to have such a big struggle to come through. Nice nade onto Impression, taking him down to 15 HP. Also using the utility really well to make sure they can't get any frags. Though Tommy finding one onto Machine, and N-King deciding to just fall back, wants to save this M4 into the next round. Doesn't have the money to go for it. He's down to $300. And Boot, they're going to be looking at match point.
Yeah, well, in my eyes, that round ended as soon as Enki pushed through that CT smoke onto the B site and got fragged straight away. No idea what he was thinking there, but I think that almost cost his team the round, because that then gave that 3 versus 2 situation over to Boot. Back from a 3v3 equal situation where a retake could have still been possible if they would have came from 2 different sides. I mean, then, yeah, it was Mongols' round to lose as soon as Enki ran in there. But still, Boot's now, or Boot, sorry, perfectly set up to take another round. And take this match 16-9. However, we'll see if they can actually succeed with that, or if Mongols can still keep themselves in the game.
Will they choke? Is that what you're questioning here?
Yeah.
Good to happen.
I doubt it, though. The stakes aren't too high.
They've got quite a few rounds to play with still. And keep pushing through, finding one frag onto Splashkey, but Benko's going to refrag, kidnapped. Finding another kill. And this time, it's N-King ready for Tommy, not mid-air. And Impression Moxie, they've just said, you know what? Screw A side, we're going to go back to B. There's no way we're going to get that now. And 1 minute left. Looks like they're going to try for it no matter what. Once again, they do have the rounds to play with, so if they suddenly do a 2-on-4 clutch, that would be great for them. Really demoralize Mongols. Machine gun is there though. As a rifle. Flash coming in. Zilk perfectly set up with the AWP. Doesn't hit the shot. Does hit it down. Moxie getting taken down. 30 seconds to go. Impression finding Machine. Can he find Zilk though? That's crucial because Kidnap's coming up behind him and they're just playing ring around the rosy. Impression gets taken down by Kidnapped. 15-10. Mongols not out of this yet.
Yeah, they keep it alive here. But I mean, yeah, it's difficult at the moment. 15-10 now. Boot back to just pistols. And Mongols still in it to win it, to be honest.
Definitely, they don't ring up just yet, especially not how Enki is getting it. A nice frag to start with. Tommy trying to see if he can refrag with a piece, but it's going to be a bit too hard. Enki with another one. They're going to be faced by 3 players at once. Not much he could have done there. Does get taken down by Splashkey. Still spotting one player. I think he had the reload and gets the frag as well. Bit of a smell coming there. Not too big of a deal. Machine should win the fight against. And he does, and even finds the second frag onto Moxie. 15-11. Is the chat going to be right with the 16-11 score? I saw someone call it.
What, 16-11?
Yeah, I saw someone call 16-11 earlier.
I'd say 16-12.
You're calling 16-12. Can't blame you, they don't Like,
Yeah, I mean,
don't have the best
they'll-
buy.
They'll have rifles next round. If that pattern continues on as they've had before, then they'll win 16-12. Easy peasy.
Might be true. Machine finding one frag. Tommy quickly retrading from there with that tech 9, and this is just going back and forth. This is going to be actually an expensive round nonetheless for Mongols. I just struggled there. Bankai finding one more kill. He's got the M4 now. He's got full HP as well. Bashki is also there with the Deagle. Bomb should be going down. Answered for B.O.O.T. They're positioning themselves correctly. They're going to win this. Bashki with the Deagle finds
Could
one
be
frag.
16-11 as well.
It might be a 16-11. Bashki picking it out once again with the Deagle. And King does go down in the end.
All right.
Where did the 16-12 go, my friend?
Yeah, I know.
Where did it go?
Great job by Boot. For all the people hating, Mongols, yeah, okay, they were playing with 90 ping, but it didn't matter too much yesterday, and we do have to say that I think we could both agree with that Boot just played a lot better on that.
Yeah. I mean, Mongols, they are pretty much used to play with 90 ping, and that, of course, sucks, but it hasn't stopped them in the past, and it shouldn't have stopped.
Yeah, definitely. So with that, of course, we are going to go towards a break. And with that, of course, well, thanks for tuning in for the first match. We're going to be back in about 5 minutes with Mongols, Mongols playing MVP, I think. Yeah. So we'll be right back in just a couple of minutes.
stare at me the same. You took one look, but you play me like a game. I can see. You took one look and now you stare at me the same. You took one look, but you play me like a game.
Run when the rhythm's right, go into the night. Throw until you're out of sight, and you're out of my mind. Run when the rhythm's right, go into the night. Floating as the river flows, easy as it goes to the ocean. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eyes. You go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart, heart. Breaks my heart, 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 heart. Breaks my heart, 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 heart. Breaks my heart, heart, heart. Breaks my heart. love you, but I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eyes. You go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. But all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. But all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the Shook me to the ground now, and somehow I feel like you don't know me. Shook me to the ground now, I don't even know how. Brought me to a life that you never showed me.